Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Guppy Boy 9000, and today I am back at y'all with another video review. And Brez, it has been a long time coming. Bro? It has been a long time coming. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, Brez? We are back with we are back with not only just a great figure and a waifu, but we are back with one of my old when I first got into anime type, like anime waifus, bruh. Like, for those of y'all who don't know, yo, this figure is already off the back. It's just a great figure. I'm just going to let y'all know this right now. But today we got the Taimanin Asagi. The Taimanin, matter of fact, we got the Taimanin Asagi Super Sonico Edition action figure from Sentinel X Second Acts. If y'all didn't know that. Basically, if y'all don't get what I'm saying, basically this figure right here is a collaboration between Sentinel and Second Acts. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start this over. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Guppy Boy 9000, and today I am back at y'all with another video review. And Brez, it has been a long time coming, bruh. It has been a long time coming, don't you hear me? And on top of that, the reason why I am excited for this figure is not only because it's been a long time coming since they announced this figure, since summer of last year, bruh. I'm excited because we got a new figure of an old school waifu of mine, who's been one of my top favorite waifus in anime history since I was since I was a senior in high school. So yeah, we got Super Sonico, one of the second most famous Vocaloids since Hatsune Miku. Yes, she is a Vocaloid character. She has music. She does have songs that y'all can go on YouTube or any other place where you can listen to any of your J-pop or J-rock. And yes, she has music that you can listen to. This is not only just a figure of a big titty, pink haired anime girl waifu. This is an actual musician. This is an actual AI musician that we have a figure of in Taimanin ninja form, bruh. We have Super Sonico, the waifu goddess. Matter of fact, that's a good title. Super Sonico, the waifu goddess. And for those of y'all who don't know, I just told y'all that she has music. For those of y'all who don't know, that this is not just a figure made by Second Acts. This is a crossover, well, not a crossover, but a collaboration figurine that was made by both Sentinel and Second Acts. And I'm not even finna lie to y'all. I played around with this figure. I posed her around, checked out all the accessories, and she has a bit of a different feel to her than what the regular Second Acts figures do. I don't know what it is. I don't know if she has the design of a Second Acts Asagi and Sakura. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just take her. I'm gonna take Sakura right here, and I'm gonna just put her next to her right there. As y'all can see, hopefully y'all can see that. And I'm gonna take Super Sonico. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna just replace the hand entirely. Put the default hands on there, so we can just have that for her accessories when we look over her. But yeah. And by the way, I got 2 of these, but I wish I would have got 3. So as we can see, she, like, if you just look at the detail, and I don't know where Asagi is at. She's somewhere underneath she's somewhere underneath all of this stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna pull her out because it's only right. It's only right. So pulling out Asagi, and I got her right here. Compared to her Taimanin counterparts. Now, granted, this is the first Asagi, so I'm pretty sure the quality of her is the quality of Asagi is way different than the quality of Sakura. Sakura has a little bit more, it's kind of a little bit more sturdier, but yeah. But this Sonico is like it has the same designs as Second Acts as what they do on their figures, and just to really just show y'all what I mean, I'll put another. It's a kick bash, but it's still on a Second Acts body, and hopefully I don't get censored for it, or well, I don't got my videos monetized. So, but either way, hopefully the video doesn't get restricted. So I'll throw the Second Acts Minase in here. Now, the Super Sonico, she feels like when you hold her, and sorry, I had to cut the video for a second, but like I was saying, the Super Sonico, she has a different feel in hand than than the Asagi and the Sakura. Now, for those of y'all who have the authentic version of the Minase, and I'm not talking about the bootleg version, for those of y'all who legit own the authentic Minase body or figure, or have had it, she has the same feeling as the Minase. She feels solid. Like this is the authentic, like this is a kick bash. This is like a Kotable Kia head on the authentic body, because if anybody who had the Minase, you know, the neck will pop off and break easily. It will break easily, but it was Second Act's first figure. Yeah, so it was like their first figure. So bro, they were still tweaking things around. But like I said, that has nothing to do with anything. This right here is a solid figure. Now, when you pick up Asagi, she feels solid, but at the same time, she kind of feels a little bit more hollow than Minase. And that right there is what I get, and I just knocked her over. But I'm gonna just put these down here. That's what I get from Super Sonico. She feels a lot more filled in and solid, like this. I don't know if that's just because Sentinel kind of came in and they had a play in it, but if when you pick her up and you put her next to Asagi, she feels way different. And honestly, like she has the same designs. Like if you look at the side of the arms, like right there, like look at the arm, it's the same. If you look at the ab crunch, and all of that is done the same. But even and as I'm noticing, even like the paint and stuff is done differently, because this right here is the authentic Asagi, but this right here, like you can see that this is obviously painted right here. Whereas right here, this is actually like plastic, like molded into the actual skin tone. So like I said, it's like you can really see that like things like it's the same style, like the way that their legs, the double jointed legs, the way that it's done, it's the same style, but it's like it feels like she's like a more solid figure where this, and I hate to sound like this. I hate, and there's a scratch right there on the right boob that I'm trying to get off. But I hate to sound like this, but it's like, even though this is my first Asagi figure, this is like the first one that I got before I got the other two. And so she is a little bit scratched up and banged up because I be posing them. I be posing my figures. Like I said, I be posing them shits. So yeah. But she feels like she's a, I'm not gonna say she feels like a knockoff compared to her, but if I was to put these two side by side, I'm not gonna say uh Asagi and Sakura both seem like knockoffs, and I feel like I'm kind of like, now Sakura feels authentic. Like she's kind of hollow, but she just because she's literally just Asagi repainted. But just taking this Asagi and this right here, putting them side by side, she feels like she's more of a third party type of figure. I ain't gonna say she feels like a bootleg or look like a bootleg, because that'll be an insult, because this is actually a solid ass figure, a good ass figure, and I love this figure. But this feels like this is kind of like third party, where this feels like an actual full on, like, I don't want to like licensed brand. But then again, like I'm saying, I think it's because it's Sentinel. Like it's literally a collaboration between Sentinel and like Native. So, and or Second Acts. So it's a collaboration. So I don't know if it's like they took the Second Acts design and Sentinel is the one that produced it, and that's why she feels different, because the plastic is made from whatever Sentinel used for their figures. Because I'm gonna probably do it later on in a size comparison, but I'm probably gonna bring out my Sentinel Miles Morales and my Sentinel Spider Gwen and put her next to those two, so I can kind of show y'all what I'm talking about. But before we get into all of that, we're gonna go into her accessories and articulation. But like I said, some beautiful figures. Like I'll explain the rest of that like when I bring those into the conversation. But like I said, it's a dope figure. But man, she feels amazing, and she does feel like way different than those figures. But as we get started, I'm gonna start off with her accessories. Now, matter of fact, just like the Asagi and the Sakura, she comes with 4 other faces. She has her default face, which is really the smiling face right here, but I swapped it out with the face that she has on now, which is her stern battle face. If that'll clear up right there. Then she has another smiling face, which is kind of like a soft, gentle smiling face right there. Then you have a worried face, or kind of like an odd face. Like, I don't know what this face is supposed to be, but I guess like a worried face. Then you have like I want to say a crying face or a sad face. And that's pretty much it. And I'll let y'all know for the record, she does not have any optional parts to where you can see her with her breast exposed or anything like that, like Asagi and all of them do. Which is another reason, because this is designed by Sentinel. It's not like, it has the Second Act's native designs and stuff for the figure, but Sentinel are the ones I think who produced it, and they don't do lewd optional parts or body exposure for their figures. So with that being said, we don't get to see them big old bitties, bruh. We don't get to see those big old titties. So, but I have seen somebody kind of do like a little modification or swap out, where I think they removed this right here and they had her without it, Or then again, if you knowing people on Twitter, they be creative as hell. Somebody probably took some Kotobukiya parts or something like that, and then they probably just swapped out the chest bit some type of way with this, because yeah, people on Twitter be creative. Now, getting into her other accessories, she comes with two open palm hands, which you can kind of use this as like she's like doing some type of sign, or she's holding her big old bitties, or she has her hands on her waist. She comes with two gripping hands for her sword. She comes with two ninjutsu hands, like two ninjutsu hand signs. And then she comes with uh like a hand for holding her guitar. If y'all can see that. Yeah, like a left hand for holding her guitar. And then she comes with a black stand, and she comes with the hand that goes to the black stand. And she comes with the bass itself. And then after that, she comes with her guitar. And when you put her guitar together, this little strap right here, it's not going to be in the box. Well, it is going to be in the box, but it's not going to be inside the plastic packaging of the box. It's going to be wrapped up with the black stand. So when you pull your bass out, make sure you turn your bass around and you look at the back, because the strap that goes around the guitar is going to be in a little plastic bag like this, and it's going to be like wrapped up with the bass, and it's going to be behind the bass like this. So I just wanted to make that clear. And since we are at it, I don't have no Figma Super Sonico to compare her to, and I don't have the Bandai version either, sadly. But I do have a Figma guitar set to compare her guitar to. Now, I will say the detail on this guitar is very good. It's very dope. And I do have a Figma guitar to compare it to show you. Like, Signal, they did a good ass job with this. They did a really good job. If y'all can see it. Okay, yeah. And I will note that this strap right here for this guitar does pop off easily. So if you want to if you got a bunch of Figma guitars from like your Super Sonicos or your Hatsune Mikus or your K-On figures or any type of like anime girl band figure where they have like musical instruments, I haven't did the swap yet, but I'm pretty sure this plastic, like this little plastic strap right here, will probably work better to stay on this guitar than what this one will. So just to let that be known out there. And before I move on to articulation, she also comes with her sword, as y'all can see. And honestly, it's really nothing special. It's technically just like, it's basically the same type of sword that Asagi has. If you go back and you watch the Asagi review, it's technically the same weapon that she has, but it looks like more like a cosplaying prop weapon, which it kind of makes sense because Super Sonico isn't really, well, I haven't played the game with her in it, but let's be real. Super Sonico, she is a cosplaying character. She isn't known for going out and fighting demons and all that good stuff like Asagi and Sakura and Yuki Kaze and them all do. Like, Super Sonico is a Vocaloid. If remember that, she's a Vocaloid. She's a singer. She's not a fighter. She's a singer. She's a singer with big old ditties. No, big old pitties. Big old titties. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, y'all gonna rip me up in the comments for that. But yes. Now, moving on to articulation, bruh. Now, as y'all can see, like I said, she does have the same articulation that you will see with the second act's figures. And her ponytail, I'll let y'all know right now, it doesn't come attached to her on like in the box, they're going to have like a little white peg right there that y'all are going to have to take out. And then you take the ponytail and you put it in there. Now, it does tend to pop out easily once you get the swiveling around and all of that. But hey, I mean, I can't help that. Now, she does have ribbons and stuff like that that wrap around her hair. I will tell y'all right now, be careful with that, because if it's anything like my Yukikaze, these things will break off if you're the type of person who like to store your figures in a baggie or something like that. And you, like say if you're moving around or you're moving and you're packaging your stuff up, be careful if you don't keep the boxes to your figures, because these might break off. Matter of fact, no, these will break off. But I'm gonna actually leave her ponytail off so I can go over the articulation. Now, as y'all can see, I'm gonna take her, just like every anime figure, you can take her front bangs off and you can swap her face just like so. But this one right here, you really got to dig off in there to try and get those out. And you can, boom, put her face back in right here. But before we put her face on, she does like the Asagi and the Sakura and the Yukikaze or every other second axe figure. She has the same type of neck peg that pretty much where it's like a little, it's the neck that goes up into the head. But then if you turn it around and you look right there, there's a double ball peg that plugs into the back of the neck and then goes into the head, which allows it to connect, which I'm not going to try and take it apart to show y'all because I don't want to risk breaking it. But yeah. And then she, like the lower part of the neck is on a hinge, which is technically what they should have did with Minase. But yeah, this is just like how Sakura and Asagi is done. If you look at, I'll pull Sakura out since it'll be way better, easy to show on her. Yeah, see, it's on a hinge right there. And it doesn't turn, so don't try turning it. But there's a little cut at the neck right here. You can't see it where's the black and the skin tone connects. Right there. That's where you're gonna get your swivel from. Kind of like with Sakura. You get your swivel from right there. Now, moving on down to the arms, she has butterfly joint and ball peg at the shoulders. Then she got bicep swivel, which, like I said, is just like the second axe Asagi and Sakura figures. She has the little peg right there. These pop off easy, but I'd rather them pop off than them break. And she has a single jointed arm with double jointed what's the word I'm looking for? Range. Yep. She gets a good range with that single jointed elbow. Like, hold on, with the sock this. Huh. I wanna see this. Yeah. Yeah, at first, I'll be honest with y'all, when I first got Asagi, I really didn't care for how they did the single jointed arms like this. If I can get it to focus. Oh my God, come on, bro, focus. Okay, there we go. Now, yeah, I really didn't care for the single jointed arms, how they did at first on the how they did it at first on the Asagi. But looking at it now, I kind of like it a little bit more better. But then again, like I said, like since Sentinel did it, it's like it feels different. It doesn't feel like it's loose, because on one of my Asagis, well, no, matter of fact, yeah, like you can kind of feel it like over time, like it'll loosen up over time. It feels like it could just get loose. But at first, I really didn't care for it. because I kind of wanted them to do more of a actual ball joint like how they did with Minase, because Minase actually gets way more range than them. Because now that I'm thinking about it, you see that range right there with her elbow, and then you look at, well, it's kind of the same. I don't know. Matter of fact, no. If you look at it, Minase, yeah, Minase kind of gets more range. But yeah, you get your single jointed elbows, then you get your ball joint at the wrist, and you get, just like how you get on Asagi and Sakura, you get your ab crunch that goes back that far, goes forward that far right there. Then you got the same type of leg designs right there. If you could see how second acts, how they do their leg designs, this is how all their figures are designed, by the way. queen of all queens, the melon queen, Toppy Gal. And Toppy Gal is actually, her and Toppy Gal are actually kind of the same height. Well, matter of fact, Toppy Gal is kind of a tad bit taller, but from where I'm sitting, they are kind of somewhat the same height. Now, moving her out the way, here she is next to a Mecha Queen that we all know and love. Here she is next to Windblade, and we already know Windblade is just finna tower over her. Let's be real here. So yeah, there she is next to Windblade. Here she is next to another waifu of mine, one of my favorite comic book waifus of all waifus, Catwoman. Don't ask why, I just always loved Catwoman. That is the queen. Here she is next to another Mecha Queen, another Mecha Beauty. And I feel like you could kinda make a you can kind of fudge these two together. You can make this work with the second acts figures, because I never seen Astrobots, but hey. Here she is next to Athenia. What else can I compare her to? Oh, here she is next to my favorite Marvel, or one of my favorite Marvel waifus. Here she is next to everybody's favorite waifu, animated series Rogue. And that right there is just a beautiful combo. Now, here she is next to a Loose Collectors, which I'm gonna ask y'all right now. Yo, I got a new Loose Collector figure in the mail, bruh. And let me know in the comment section if y'all want me to do a review of this figure. Here she is next to Vampirella. So if y'all would like to see a review of this character right here, let me know in the comment section below, because Brez, I'm talking about waifu for days. So there she is next to Rogue and Vampirella. What other figures do I have? Oh, throw a Figma in there, because I feel like this combo would actually complement very well. Here she is next to a Sophia F. Shearing Figma. And Sophia is actually bigger than her, or taller than her. With that being said, here she is also next to another Mecha Queen who we all know and love. Here she is next to the waifu of all mechas, Nice E, the CDL version. And I'm trying to go through like all the sizes of certain characters. And I got like I said, I got like a whole box right here next to me. Like I usually have my figures who I'm going to compare. It's like who I'm going to do size comparisons all lined out. But it's not, I don't got it like that. They're all in boxes. I'm having to dig through the box. But with that being said, move her out the way. Here she is next to SH Figuarts Rainbow Mika. Rainbow Mika towers over her. And we'll move Nice E out the way, and we'll get another waifu of all waifus. Figure of the year is who we're finna put her next to right here, or one of the figures of the year. Here she is next to Himawari from Big Firebird, and these two go great together. Even though the scale is completely different, like I said, if you're creative, you can make these scales work. Let's be honest here. Or if you just don't care about scaling, which me, I really just don't give a damn about scaling. Like, in all honesty, like I don't care about scale. I am not one of those. Yo, I am not one of those whiners who constantly gotta have like the scaling of all my figures be in line with one another. Like, bruh, I can have the best of all worlds, not the best of both worlds, the best of all worlds. And while I'm at it, and I really need to get a second one of these figures. I need to get a sec. I really need to get a second Yukikaze, but here she is next to Yukikaze, and mine is really, like I said, mine is really falling apart real bad. You would swear it was a bootleg. But see, this is what I was talking about when I say the difference between like when it's like second acts and then uh like what's it called? Sentinel. Now, she feels more like time was put into her. She feels like more sturdy. She feels more like more filled in. Whereas get her to stand. Whereas with this, like I ain't gonna lie, the Yukikaze, she feels a little bit more filled in than what Sakura and Asagi does. But the thing is, like I said, the parts pop off real easy, which they're supposed to because they're meant for swapping. But like certain joints like loosen up real quick and certain things just pop off. And yeah, it's like you could tell like the difference between what Sentinel did and what Second Acts did. Because and plus, like I said, she feels way different. Even though you can still like they're in the same universe and you can still pose her with them, but she feels completely different than them. Like I said, and that's what I'm saying to like it's the beauty of having this figure. But with that being said, man, yo, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, breads. Before I go, we got another review coming, but this time it is of since we did the we're in the middle of doing the Super Sonico. I didn't get the review of Sakura out because the video ended up getting lost. I know I promised it like a while back, and yeah, the light just went out for my LED. Hold on, try to get that back in. But yeah, I know I promised y'all a review. We're still gonna do the review. I'm gonna work on that review of Sakura next. But hey, now that I got the optional parts, I'm gonna let y'all decide. Do y'all want to see the optional parts in the review with the figure, or do y'all want me to do a separate review of just the optional parts and showing off her with the parts by herself in a separate review? I'll let y'all be the deciders of that in the comment section. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. And before I go, here she is next to another waifu of all waifus. Now, I will catch you guys on the flip